You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey B&B fans, I've got your early edition spoilers for September 30th through October 4th. Looks like Hope is in trouble and Bridget is stepping up. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and as we always do on early edition day, we start with what is happening the rest of this week on Bold and Beautiful. With that in mind, we start with the action on Wednesday, September 25th. We've got Bill and Katie talking about the future. You guys know how Bold is, where they repeat the same conversation over and over all week long, sometimes for 2 weeks. So I feel like this is going to be more of the same, but we also have a scene from the promo with Bill sitting with both Katie and Will at Casa de la Spencer, and Bill is saying he needs them with him on this, and it's about them reuniting as a family. That's going to come either Wednesday or Thursday, and I would like them to move forward just only to slam the door on Poppy. I'd like to see the last of her in Bill's life. We should have more of Li and Finn's chat about her mystery patient who is really his mother-in-law. You know, Li is asking Finn, if it were somebody in your family who was dying and they wanted to keep it a secret, wouldn't you want to know? And Finn, of course, his take on that is absolutely, I would want to know. But, you know, she's really, really not supposed to tell him. Taylor has been very insistent, and Lee's not Taylor's doctor. So technically there's no doctor-patient confidentiality, but, you know, they are friends. They are grandmas, in-laws, all that good stuff. There are pretty few spoilers for Wednesday. They went really light this week, but I do also expect more of Ridge and Brooke chatting about Taylor's return. Then on Thursday, September 26th, Will is talking with Katie and Bill. So that scene from the promo may be happening on Thursday. He is trying to understand why his parents are not together. His parents are not together because his dad cannot keep his pants zipped when his Aunt Brooke is around. That's the summation for me of the issue with them. And Katie is understandably, you know, very gun shy about getting back with him because even though Brooke is with Ridge right now, things change. And Brooke, you know, is the object of Bill's desire. He has said where Katie could hear that that's his soulmate. So I don't think they're going to tell Will that. I think it would be funny if he's figured that out for himself and Bill hears something like that from his son, Will. Meanwhile, over at Forrester Creations, Steffy and Hope are at each other's throats again, which they are anytime they're in the room together. This time, the back and forth subject is Brooke and Ridge, and of course, Taylor's return. And Steffy, I'm sure, is going to be saying that Taylor's going to stay in town and how much Ridge loves her. And I think Hope is going to say, no, Brooke belongs with Ridge. I think Hope might get sassy with Steffy about, you know, you're accusing me of trying to break up your marriage, but then you want, you know, your mom in the middle of my mom and her boyfriend. So I think that's a valid comment, but Steffy wouldn't take it well. So I'm very interested in this argument. Everybody at Forrester Creations is getting hyped up also because there's a big Brooks bedroom event on the last day of the week. That happens on Friday, September 27th. Jökull Júlíusson, who is the Icelandic lead singer of rock band Kaleo, is performing his hit song Way Down We Go. I said here before, it's a really cool song. You should Google it if you've never heard it, give it a listen, or you can, you know, wait and see it on the show. I don't know if the whole band Kaleo is going to be there or just Jökull. So this is all part of a promo for Brooke's lingerie line, and Finn and Hope, it turns out, are both super fans of Jökull and his band Kaleo, and Steffy is not liking this little commonality they have that is triggering a bonding moment. And Finn's already told Steffy he's loyal to her and will always choose her, but he may not think it's such a big deal talking about the musician who's performing with Hope. But of course, it will be a very big, fat, hairy deal to Steffy. Bridget Forrester is also a fan, apparently, not only of Jökull and Kaleo, but also of Brooke's bedroom. So she is back on Friday to listen to that. Taylor is watching the live stream, and she is seeing Brooke and Ridge and how close they are and how happy they are. And it is causing her problems. Now, the spoiler says she's watching the live stream, but then I have seen a promo photo where it looks like she's there and is like looking out from behind a backstage curtain. So I don't trust this person, whoever it is that writes the very misleading spoilers at B&B. So we'll see. There is a scene from the promo we haven't seen play out. Maybe it comes on Friday, where Taylor is in the CEO office. So it could be earlier in the week, Thursday. And she is saying to Brooke and Ridge that she is happy that they are together and that they are happy. And she knows they have a lot to look forward to, because, of course, she thinks she has very little to look forward to at this point. Going into the week of September 30th through October 4th. Bill and Katie are going to keep circling each other. Honestly, if they're going to reunite, I just want them to get on with this. I don't want this to be a several weeks of dragging out. And Katie definitely needs to lock that man down now, because with Taylor back and supposedly dying, should Brooke wind up single again, Katie might not be able to hang on to her man. Whenever Brooke is not with Ridge, Bill is sniffing around her skirt. So we'll see. And Steffy's anger over Finn and Hope's little fan bonding moment at the Brooke bedroom event could be the catalyst for Hope to start dating this new man, whoever he is, because, Steffy gave her that ultimatum, stay away from Finn or else you're going to lose your line. And maybe Hope realizes, I have pushed Steffy too far, and Hope for the future could pay the price. I do wonder if Hope is going to try and rekindle something with Liam, not necessarily in a serious way, but more as a way to, get Steffy's eyes off of her. We'll see. Speaking of jealousy, Brooke is trying so hard to welcome Taylor back and befriend her, because she is feeling very confident about her and Ridge. But then on Friday, we're going to see Taylor swept up with a little bit of jealousy, not like I want to steal your man jealousy, but just I'd like love like that before I die, that kind of thing. And Brooke's going to be bothered when she sees Taylor and Ridge spending time together, but I'm sure she'll handle everything better once she knows Taylor's dying and isn't going to be a permanent problem for her. With Ashley Jones back as Bridget at the end of this week, I would wager they didn't bring her back just to hear Kaleo. We have another medical drama heating up, and I'm wondering if she and Finn are going to pull out another miracle cure like they did for Eric in that other, he's dying and then he's not, storyline. I really suspect Brad Bell is doing a plot redo. The big question is which one. Li Finnegan is going to be pressing on Taylor to stop keeping the secret, and is going to tell her, before too long, it's going to become very obvious and your condition is going to out you. As it goes along with heart failure, Taylor's going to be short of breath. She's going to be weak. She may collapse. I don't know how she thinks people aren't going to notice. Just more bad writing. And it shouldn't be too long before Finn finds out Taylor's sick, since she's going to be seeing a cardiologist at the hospital where he works. Once he knows, though, he is not going to be able to tell his wife, though. He could get fired for breaching doctor-patient confidentiality, but that could cause problems in his marriage, because Steffy would be upset he didn't tell her, even though his hands are tied. We'll see how it goes. Those are all of our early spoilers. Check back later in the week for full roster of dated daily spoilers for next week. Please drop your comments. Please subscribe if you haven't. Definitely come back soon. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, talking bold and beautiful with you 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.